The Indiana Fever have the most upside in free agency in the WNBA this season. So can they build a franchise-winning team for next season? Let's dive in. So the Indiana Fever are in a good spot this season, with the majority of their starters being on rookie contracts. And rookie contracts means a lot of cap space. Now, why is this important? That means they have a lot more money to go out and shop around in free agency. And Kelsey Mitchell. With Caitlin Clark, Aaliyah Boston, and Lexi Hull all being on rookie contracts, that should afford them the possibility of courting Kelsey Mitchell and put them in the mix for a top power forward. Now, the reason this season is so important is because it's pretty rare to have that many rookie scale starters on your team. So most teams that are good and in contention will be paying a lot more for their starters. And while a lot of people think that 2025 is a throwaway year and a rental year, all the other years after this season will get a little tougher for them, as Lexi Hull in 2026 will be a restricted free agent. So she'll want to get paid more. And then the next year, Aaliyah Boston will be a restricted free agent. And then the year after that, Caitlin Clark will be a restricted free agent. Now, saying all that, it is possible to give a rookie extension to all of them, and some of them might do it. But with the new CBA coming into effect for 2026, there are not going to be any players that are not under rookie contracts that want to sign, because salaries will go up, as what they're being given in the media rights deal will also be going up. So the Indiana Fever will want to go big in 2025 and even 2026, because that is when they will have the most cap flexibility. And for anybody who is not aware, there is a new media rights deal coming in 2026 that will create a seismic shift in the landscape of the WNBA with an influx of money. The CBA is the collective bargaining agreement between the WNBA players and the WNBA as to how that is spread out, what players are paid, what their demands are, etc. And as of right now, there are only 2 players that are not on rookie contracts that are signed for contracts in 2026, because everybody wants a piece of the pie for when the new media rights deal kicks in, and it is just going to be like the Wild West. And while I believe 2025 and even 2026 are the best years for the cap space for the Fever, there is a potential out if Caitlin Clark does decide to play for the league minimum to give the Fever the extra cap space, because she makes so much in endorsements. I think she makes $100,000 for one 30-minute Zoom call. So it would be more advantageous for her and for the Fever to have the extra cap space to bring in good players and possibly contend for championships than it would be for her to have a worse team and become less marketable. But there is the argument that isn't fair, and that Caitlin Clark would have so much power over the WNBA, and this possibly could be something that they work into the next CBA, because she would have both her own talent and an extra $150K in cap space for the Indiana Fever to basically get whoever she wants. Now, Lexi in a rookie contract extension would be in a tricky situation, because the new CBA is going to be taking effect in 2026, and that's when she would have to sign that rookie contract. And like I already stated, nobody wants to sign any contracts for 2026 because they don't know what they're going to be able to be playing with, and people want to get their bag. Lexi might be one of those players who would prefer the certainty of a guaranteed contract than chasing that restricted free agency money. I think this is a little too far in the future to predict, though, as we just have to see how she performs and what she brings to the team this next season. But this is why the Fever have a good chance to win a title in the next 3 seasons. And as Amber Cox, the GM of the Fever, did say, they have a plan. Whether that's Satu Sabali, maybe Janelle Salon over from Europe. I mean, if they could get Emma Mesaman, wow, she would be great. I don't know if she is available. I think she's not available because she's playing with Fibonacci. But if anyone does know if she's available, because I keep hearing people say that Gabby Williams is available, and I think she's playing for the same team. So I could be wrong about this. But if anybody does know, feel free to let me know, because Emma Mesaman is so good. I have been hearing that she is the best player over in Europe right now. But I don't want to get too far off the topic here. So if you have any comments, go ahead and put them down below. Like if you'd like, subscribe if you want, and I'll see you next time.